And this game it's tricky, I feel like, because it actually is a really important game. The Patriots are neck and neck with the Steelers for that 1 seed, and they can lock it up with a win. And if
a Steelers loss to the Browns.
Or a Steelers loss to the Browns, who are 0-15.
Or two ties.
Which
That's what I'm rooting for.
Even more unlikely than the Steelers losing to the Browns. But yeah, it would. But I mean,
no, it's an important
similar
game.
to the Miami game. Like we've seen weird instances where the Patriots. I mean, I really can't see an instance where the Patriots lose to the Jets this year, but it's not like it hasn't happened in the past. I mean, certainly the fact that Bryce Petty is the quarterback and the Jets are 5-10 right now.
The Jets do
not
always
promising
seem to,
for them, but
yeah, they always do seem to play the Patriots close, and they've been. I wrote this morning that the Jets exceeded expectations this year, which really isn't saying much considering we all thought they would probably go 1-15 or 0-16 this year. But they've won 5 games. They've beaten 2 playoff teams. They've kept most of their games relatively close, including the first time they played the Patriots. Yeah. They historically do play the Patriots close. But I don't know. This just feels like it has the makings of when the Jets came here around the same time last year and lost. What was that, 41-3?
Yeah.
Bryce Petty's the quarterback again, who stinks. Christian Hackenberger's behind him, who still hasn't played a single NFL snap. I don't know what's going on with him. So yeah, I am not giving the Jets any sort of chance in this game, honestly.
I think Brian Hoyer could probably beat the Jets 41-3. I think that would actually be a fun experiment. Just start Brian Hoyer and see what he can do out there. Because I think that
loan Brian Hoyer to the Jets for this game. He's got a competitive game. You know?
that actually would be a better idea. I think that Bryce Petty is the worst quarterback in the NFL who gets steady snaps. I think he's horrible. The guy is just horrendous. If Josh McCown was still healthy, then I think that this could be maybe a game that the Jets could spoil or anything. But I mean, Bryce Petty is
McCown
horrendous.
had a decent game in that first meeting.
He had a pretty good season overall.
Yeah,
he's had a good career.
94 passer rating, I believe. Yeah, he was pretty solid, and he was good in that game against the Patriots. I know he did have an interception or two, but yeah, with Bryce Petty, not so much.
The Hackenberg thing is funny because the guy legitimately has never played. I mean,
hasn't played a single snap. He was a second-round pick last year.
He was a second-round pick last year. It's his second season. So if you don't give him snaps in this game, then what? You're just going to try this all over again next year and then still not have any tape on the guy other than preseason? It just doesn't really seem to add up. Put him in this game, see what he can do in this week, and then move forward with it because you're probably going to need to draft a quarterback anyway next season, so you might as well see what Hackenberg can do against a decent team in Week 17.
It's not like the Jets have something to play for right now anyway, so why not?
Frighteningly bad. They have to be afraid that he's going to
but then
hurt
why is he
himself
on the
or something.
team?
Yeah, I don't know why he's Bryce Petty is not going to be your quarterback of the future or even your desired backup of the future. There's no benefit to playing Bryce Petty in this game. But they're still just keeping Christian Hackenberg on the bench. I don't understand it.
No, I don't get it.
And I agree it would be interesting to have a little experiment and start Brian Hoyer. But if the Patriots do get out to an early lead, which would be an ideal situation, I mean, how big of a lead, I guess, do you think they would need to have to sit Tom Brady, Gronk? Because this is, while it's a really important game, would obviously be not great to have one of those guys get hurt.
I think it would have to be, it's going to be a situation where 3 scores midway through the fourth quarter. I really don't think they're going to sit these guys knowing that they have to win this game because you don't want to put Hoyer in there, have the Jets start building a lead and then having to put Tom Brady back in there. So I think they're going to be in for the long haul in this game.
Yeah, the Rob Gronkowski contract situation is also worth monitoring because he needs, 11 catches or 116 yards in this game to trigger the top level of his contract or a first-team All-Pro nod, which we won't know for another couple of weeks. So I'm sure Rob Gronkowski is going to want to come out and put up some big numbers in this game. But, it's going to be interesting if, say, the Patriots are leading 35-3 midway through the third quarter. Are you going to keep throwing to Rob Gronkowski, let him get hit in the knees across the middle just so he can get those extra 100 yards? I don't know. It's going to be a dicey situation.